South Africa's beaches have long been a popular tourist destination, but the waters are also home to one of the world's largest shark populations. As Clara Frenk reports, in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, one organization is trying to ensure the safety of swimmers without harming the endangered sharks.
In the early hours of the morning, workers for the KwaZulu-Natal Sharks Board are already busy checking shark nets in the waters off the coast of Durban, South Africa. The nets were deployed by the board nearly 50 years ago in an effort to prevent sharks from attacking the growing number of vacationers drawn to the East Coast province. But although the nets have successfully kept sharks away, environmentalists say they have also cost the lives of thousands of endangered sharks, as well as dolphins, sea turtles, and other marine animals. Debbie Hargraves, spokesman for the KwaZulu-Natal Sharks Board, says the organization is researching ways to protect the area's wildlife while still keeping humans safe from harm.
We know our system works. It's not a perfect system. We continually striving to reduce our impact and the mortality rate on sharks and other marine animals, and we can only do that by trying to learn more about those particular species.
The board has gradually reduced the number of nets in the area's waters, and now also uses drum lines, or floating anchors, with a single suspended baited hook, meant to keep sharks too preoccupied to think about entering the shallower bathing area. According to Hargraves, contact between sharks and humans is usually not due to predatory shark behavior, but a result of humans trespassing in the shark's domain.
We think a certain amount of the initial contact is made through misidentification, but it can also be you treading in their area. They might just be having a bad hair day. That you might be getting between them and their food supply. There are a lot of factors that can come into why sharks actually do come close to humans, and unfortunately on occasion literally bump heads.
Part of the board's mission is to boost general knowledge about sharks. At their headquarters in Durban, dead sharks are dissected in front of the public. KZN Sharks Board Public Relations Officer Precious Shamaze says the exercise is a way of understanding rather than fearing the sea creatures.
We want to educate the public about the sharks, their behavior and what they eat, and so that people can have more respect for the animal. They get to know exactly what's their behavior.
Those familiar with these waters, though, already have an understanding of the sharks, and local surfers will say fear of the creatures is not enough to keep them off the waves.
There's always a slight concern, but it never worries me. I've been surfing for more than 30 years. I feel a lot safer here with the shark nets than I do down the coast. Down the south coast you feel a little bit exposed if there are no nets in the water, but it's always a small thought at the back of your mind, but never a big enough concern to keep me out the water, put it that way.
KwaZulu-Natal Shark Board's net system has had an excellent track record protecting bathers, with the last attack occurring over 10 years ago in 1999. The endangered sharks, however, have not fared so well. In the last 30 years, nearly 34,000 sharks have been killed by the nets. Environmentalists say shark endangerment poses a threat to the health of the ecosystem of the waters. The Shark Board's new integrated net and drumline system will hopefully reduce the shark mortality rate, but ensuring that humans and sharks can ever swim together in peace is a different story. For producer Julia Riesenberg, this is Clara Frenk, VOA News.